Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 8 of the Independence High podcast with me, your boy Kevin Bao. So, thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate you clicking on the video. School news. What do we got? Nothing. You know why? Because there's a break. It's an excellent question you pondered right there. This break, it's a really conveniently timed because it breaks up the first semester into two pretty nice chunks. It's definitely a lot easier for us, and it makes it more bearable because first semester usually has the only significant break really is Thanksgiving and then it until Christmas or winter break. Uh, that's pretty much the only other time, and that just marks the transition from first semester to second semester. So I don't really count it in either. But anyway, that's just me. So again, yeah, there's no school news because there was a break. I hope everybody did enjoy their break. Comment what you did over the break in the description or in the comments or not. It's your choice. Uh, anyway. So to fill this time, we got questions from you, the viewers, on asking literally any question that we got from our Instagram. So first question comes from Keem, the president of Twice Club. He asks, "How do I get as tall as you?" So for those of you who don't know, I'm 6'4", which is pretty tall, I suppose. And how did I get this tall? Well, first off is genetics. My tallest relative uh, was my grandpa, who was 5'11", and I'm 6'4". So genetics plays a part in it, of course. And also go back in time, drink half a gallon of milk every single day, for like 10 years, and you'll also get taller, and your bones will be very strong. So yeah, that's how I got tall. Anyway, next question. How is college app going for you? Well, I, I wrote I wrote basically rough drafts for the four UC personal insight questions, and that's as far as I've gotten. I really need to pick up that slack though. I need to finish by the end of the month, absolutely. But of course I'm gonna procrastinate on it and do it all the last minute. So I don't know how well it's gonna go for me. So hope everybody also is writing their college apps. Keep it up. Ask your teachers for help if you need any, or consult online resources, or I guess books if you have any. I don't really think people would in this day and age. Anyway, next, it's not even a question, it's just a statement that says parental problems and mental health. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you asking me if I have any? Or are you just stating that you have some? If so, you should definitely get some help with that. For me, I don't know. I've never been to what's it called? To a therapist. There we go. So yeah, anyway. Next question. Where are your fingers? Thank you. That was an excellent question. All right. They're on your hands. Next question. Last question, actually. Uh, coming from Tang Chow. He says, "Was 9/11 an inside job?" And I will say this: jet fuel cannot melt steel beams. That is a true fact. But it can, however, heat it up to the point where they begin to mold, or where they begin not to mold, they begin to contort and bend. And I watched a video on this where uh, the heat from the explosion like that would be enough to be able to heat the metal so that it wouldn't melt, but it'd be malleable and it'd be able to bend, which is what caused the structural, you know, inconsistencies, whatever you want to say, that eventually caused the towers to collapse. Uh, and as for like its actual what it did in relation to if it was a inside job, it did strengthen, America as a whole. It kind of ended bipartisanship for a while. Everybody worked together, and then it also led to the invasion in Middle Eastern countries, which also was a big plus for the Americans because we got a lot of stuff out of it, I suppose. But was it actually an inside job? No, it was really convenient, but I mean, obviously it was horrible, but it was convenient to the national government uh, to invade Pakistan, Afghanistan. Uh, yeah, it was just used it was capitalized on by the national government, but it was not caused by the national government, if you ask me. Anyway, also on our Instagram, we proposed a poll. We asked what was the mood, for September? Was it Green Day, which of course is a reference to Wake Me Up When September Ends, or was it Earth, Wind and Fire, which is a reference to September, which is the 21st? Do you remember the 21st night of September? I certainly do. Yeah, that's what that is. And out of our 46 voters, 36 voted Earth, Wind and Fire, which is obviously a more positive connotation towards September. And we got 10 votes for Green Day, which is a much more negative view, which which is good, I suppose, which means most people had a good September, or at least some sort of positive September, hopefully. So yeah, very very interesting. I want to do more stuff like this because it lets me use it lets me use my big brain, and I mean it doesn't really, but it just gives me more stuff to talk about, which I really like. So thank you all for listening to me babble on. Oh, that's an ancient civilization. Anyway, thank you, and let's go into the interview. Hopefully you don't not like it.
Wait, is it live?
Well, no, it's not live.
Good, thank goodness. I was gonna hard R everything.
Oh no. Okay, welcome guest for episode 8, Kevin Bao.
Yes, hello, my N words, my gamers,
Is the N-word
mother,
gamers?
mother, our fellow Kevin.
Yes.
Oh shoot!
There was what was that?
Oh shit!
There's an
I know what that was.
avalanche.
There was a vacuum hanging from my stair in like the middle of the stairs, and
Hmm.
the wire that was holding it up was like very poorly like pushed into the wall.
Hmm.
And I was like, should I plug it in more? And I'm like, nah. So I just let it be. I'm pretty sure it just fell down just now.
Chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil.
Chaotic
I
evil.
can't believe I rolled a one, dude. That's what happened.
A lot of ones were rolled that day. So anyway, why are you here today?
I'm here to talk about and jokes in 2019 because jokes in 2019 does not exist. And that's a fact.
And why do jokes in 2019 not exist?
Uh, Jokes in 2019 do not exist because once you make a joke in 2019, there's always a group to hate on you, which is spread to more hate and more hate. So to make a joke in 2019,
So
people get too butthurted.
can you give examples of
Oh,
jokes that
okay.
might offend people
Okay, I got you. So
or
saying,
anything that might offend people? Yeah.
so I walk down the street, right, and I see a group of black folks, right,
Okay.
and they go to me and say, "Hello, what's up?" Respond with a typical, "Oh, what's up, my," and they're like, "What the hell did you say to me?" Like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! You made the first joke. What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't say that." And I'm like, "Bro, come on. You're my. You can call me, but I can't call you my."
Hmm. I greatly
Yeah.
understand your
Or
pain.
like feminist joke when you're like, "Bro, women's rights, am I right?" And then boom, all the feminists start attacking me. I'm like, "Whoa, it's just a joke. It's a joke." And they're like, "You think Baldy is a joke?" Like, no, I respect it, but can I make a joke out of it? A joke? Oh, whoop this right now. I'm gonna pull you. I'm gonna grab you and shove it up your where it belongs. I'm gonna make you my.
Oh, we're gonna have a fun time editing this.
Yeah. Oh, so, I just.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine. We
yeah,
got we got a whole
editing.
week break to edit this thing. It'll be great. So obviously the culture of I guess everybody, especially in California, is very sensitive towards
Yes,
anything controversial. So why do you think?
especially the
Yeah, especially race and gender and all that stuff. So
like gun control. Okay,
you
gun
can't even make
control.
a good school shooter joke without being censored.
And when
Uh,
I see a white kid, I say, "Whoa!" He's like, and my friends are like, "What the hell did you just say?" It's because it's a school shooter joke because they're all white.
ooh,
Like, yeah, it's hard these days.
I've had that joke made to me
Sweet.
multiple times. So why do you think this sensitive culture is a thing? Why do you think it's a thing?
It's because, the more transgenders that appear in California, the more they want to make us use the correct pronoun, right?
Mm-hmm.
The correct pronoun, they get super butthurt because they classify themselves as whatever race they are, right? And that's all good and all. But once you can't make a joke out of it, like back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you said he's gay, it's like a natural thing. You don't say gay like meaning like, oh look, he's homophobic. You say gay because like, oh, look at that loser, like a fun way. Call someone gay or like how you call someone but you don't call them like, hey, you're homophobic. You're like, bro, did you just really do that? You know what I mean? In the same way as it is back then. Back
Mm-hmm.
then it was said for fun, but now it's taken too literally. People just gotta,
Mm-hmm. So would you say that people just taking themselves too seriously is the problem?
yeah, they get too butthurt. They can't take a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Jokes in 2019.
Well, your mic just cut out that entire part you just said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, what did I say again? Did I
You,
say? Did you hear that?
I did not hear that part. You stopped after jokes in 2019, and then your mic just stopped working.
For sure, I said people gotta stop being butthurt because they have too many
Oh, okay.
those
That makes
lines.
that makes perfect sense.
Thank you, thank you.
Hmm. So,
Obama did 9/11.
all right, awesome. So this show, we had an experience with controversy over the video game causes violence episode. Uh,
Video game causes violence, huh?
yeah. Have you watched that video?
Yes, snippets of it, snippets of it.
Hmm.
I watched the montage video of it.
Right, because we have a montage video of it.
Yeah.
Would you agree with the opinions we discussed in in
Mm,
there?
I think video games, they school shootings, and
They
that's a
what?
fact.
They what school shootings?
Nothing, don't worry about it, don't worry. Well,
Okay,
basically,
your mic cut
video
off.
game, video games, right?
Hmm.
So it's like it's on and off. Video games cause violence? Of course they do. They're video games. If you introduce a kid to things of like each other and like hookers like shooting up in the
Hmm.
right, you're obviously gonna get a violent reaction. But doesn't mean that it will affect your kid. Like they'll see it, but obviously they know it's a game, so they won't intimidate it unless like then maybe. But you see all these school shooters, they don't get encouraged by watching Call of Duty online, man. They get encouraged through the hate of because what? I didn't say that. I did not say that. How dare you put words in my mouth?
I thought you were going somewhere. Okay, please explain.
School shooters, they mostly of the violence that I see are mostly influenced through other people them. And that hatred builds up where they have to become violent. Because you
Hmm.
think if you see a kid, imagine a little white kid, right?
Hmm.
He gets
That's
like
me.
pushed by some meetangs, some like animals, right? What
Uh-huh.
are you gonna do, huh? Or you go up to them like, hey, stop. No, the is you're dead after that. You go back, you stay back, and you look at your friend, like, hey, should we help him? And then your friend's like, the you want us to die? And you're right, and you just walk away.
Hmm.
You're with big black people, and then you can stop that. But that's the only way.
So,
As an example, right?
okay.
So when I walk home from the gym with
Phil Swift.
another day,
Phil Swift.
Oh, I don't think you should say his name in this podcast.
huh? You can censor the name at
All right, we'll
with
censor his name.
with
Don't want
Philly
his
Michaels.
association. Mhm.
All right, we were walking home, right? We usually walk past this Burger King joint,
Mhm.
and then right, I see this black guy kick down the door, like boom, booga booga, and he kept on slamming. He took off his shirt, he was slamming his head to the pool. I'm like, what the hell? Hey, Steve,
Uh,
hey,
uh, uh,
Paul,
Billy.
Paul, Paul, Paul George from the Beatles. I was like, hey,
Oh yeah.
Paul, uh, we should just wait till he leaves, right? And he's like, hey, yeah, sure. But then I was like, you know what? Okay, so then we went through the light, and like, thank goodness he didn't follow us. So he was like looking at us funny, right? Like, oh shit, we're gonna die right here. It was like 8 p.m. at night. It was hella dark. Then we made pass without him following us. But then like this old Asian couple, and they were waiting at the light, and then he went up to them and started like harassing the shit out of them. I'm like, oh, what do I do? Do we go help him out? And then, like, he's actually gonna kill us if we ever touch him. He was like the buffest black man I've ever seen in my life, and he was on like coke or something. Video games causes violence. And violence is mostly uh, originated from things that people have experienced, not video games.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, Hitler did 9/11.
All right. That's something you can say. So
Maybe I should say that out. I did not say that.
we gotta censor a lot of things out.
Oh,
So back to jokes.
it's
Being
jokes.
controversial. Do you think
Hmm.
the the role? Do you think the media plays a big role in the sensitive culture?
Yes, yes. Like, have you seen that meme with the dude is all like, you might not have anything to say, but you always piss off a feminist or something like that.
Oh, it's I know exactly what you're talking about. We'll play it. We'll play that
Yeah.
clip right now in
Oh,
the
did you play the clip? Okay, yeah.
yeah.
And then so basically, right, the media causes that because they always enforce it, and then it shows a clear example of feminists are angry over everything,
Hmm.
even just even not even joking about. You can joke about a feminist being mad, and the feminists will get mad. Like, there's
Yeah.
always something you get mad at. Like Trump, right?
Hmm.
Guy Trump, no one hates him. The beautiful president. But yet there are people that hate him, right?
Yeah.
There's things that he do, like everyone get butthurt over. Even if he does have a good idea, just because people hate him so much, bro, you hear about Trump's idea, it's pretty good, right? And it's like, bro, you support Trump? I'm like, what? It was a good idea. Like, might be a good idea. You, you know?
Hmm. You just perfectly described bipartisan politics right there.
Yeah. I'm in calculus BC. I know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Always knows what you're talking about.
Do you have any media examples that you can think of?
None that I want to share.
Yeah, share it right now. Share it right now.
You know what? I think you provided the best example of it with the with your feminist. There's always a way to trigger a feminist one. But I do have a good one where this guy goes to a feminist rally protest.
Oh yeah, it was all
And like
like,
he's like supporting the woman, and he like has his own sign, and then like all the women there
yeah,
tell
and
him to
then the
go away.
feminine, like,
Yeah,
go away, you're a man, you
yeah,
can't be here. And he's a man like, but I
I
support
support it.
feminism.
Yeah,
You guys, I love what you guys are doing. Like, yes, woman equality. But then I don't know why, but like the feminist is like, it's a man,
and then they
it's a
like try to
man.
punch him.
Punches him like, oh my, she punched him. And then like, okay, bro, he's just gonna take that, and then he recoils, right? Like he fights back because like
Mhm.
he can't be hit down, right?
That's equality
After
right
he
there.
after he hit her down, like just like tapped her in the head, boom, she faints. And like and all the feminists right over there, like, whoa, men being abusive again. Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way. You see the one who's wearing fedoras and then they were protesting at a feminist thing?
I don't think so. We'll put
Like,
a like
yeah,
the video of all of these that we're talking about.
they're like they're basically like men have equality, right? Like, yeah, men should have rights too. But it's like a joking thing, right?
Hmm.
And then a feminist came up like, "Are you serious? Are you really serious right now?" Like, "Oh, are we serious?" And then she knocked off the fedora, like, boom, boom, and then like, and they're like, "Wah, wah," and they're like, and they kept on saying like, "Bro, if she touched us, y'all be cheering us on, but if we ever landed a finger on her, y'all be honoring right now." And I was like, "Bro, that's facts right there.
It's exactly
You
true.
can't, you cannot touch a woman, but a woman can touch you." I did not say that. Censor that out. Change my voice to something.
All right. And that's the culture that we have to deal with every day. So,
Yeah.
Kevin, if you were to have any closing remarks, any ways to inspire the people who are too afraid to express their own opinions, what would you say to them?
Um, I want first. I want to say, queens, all right, and all men are rapists. If a man ever talks to a woman in any way, that's called mansplaining. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for being on the show, Kevin. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
And
Feminist
hopefully,
rule. I'm a feminist.
yeah, Kevin Bao, great person. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Appreciate it.
I already got there.
All right, everybody, thank you for watching episode 8 of the Independence High podcast with two Kevin. What a fantastical event. Yeah, I hope that the content witnessed or experienced does not provoke any negative connotations towards this podcast, but it was still fun to record. Kevin's a good guy. So yeah, thank you as always for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell. Like, comment your favorite state of the United States, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.